Can you all hear me? Well enough? Okay, great. We are here to talk about the identification and evaluation of the effects of long COVID on college students. My name is Laila Matthews. I'm a fourth year at UCLA.
And my name is Jade Smith. I am also a fourth year at UCLA. And introducing our beautiful figure, a little background. So there has been 3.8 million confirmed cases of COVID in LA County itself. However, there is suspected to be more that have not been reported. So, with COVID infecting so much of the population, there's been investigation into the mental and physical effects of COVID-19 on the human body, especially the duration. With symptoms such as long-term lung dysfunction and post-COVID cognitive dysfunction, also known as PCCD, there's been emerging concerns when assessing the long-term effects of COVID. Therefore, specifically PCCD, which is cognitive dysfunction that cannot be explained by an alternate diagnosis and that persists for longer than 3 months. Therefore, we want to bridge the knowledge gap through investigation of the specific aspect of long-term COVID, PCCD, as well as its effects on young individuals.
So in order to ascertain exactly how long COVID affects college students, Jade and I conducted a small study utilizing a sample survey. We put up flyers in North Campus, South Campus, university apartments, as well as university dorms in order to get a representative sample from various areas. You can see that all traditional age groups in undergraduate, as well as all traditional years in undergraduate, are represented. However, we only received responses from female students. 80% of our participants noted having been infected by COVID-19, with one participant having been infected twice. 10% of our participants had the initial 2 doses of the vaccine, 30% had the initial 2 doses as well as 1 booster, and 70% of our participants were fully vaccinated at the time of being surveyed. As you can see from our results, the majority of our respondents noted having brain fog, which can be defined as a fuzzy, continuous state of mind, as well as trouble speaking, formulating words and sentences. There were also reports of memory loss, of trouble sleeping, and issues with vision and hearing. However, this was to a lesser degree. There were no reports of any residual lung issues. Only 2 of our respondents noted having these symptoms for longer than 3 months, which is one of the required signifiers of PCCD. One respondent noted having these symptoms for a span of an entire year. The other noted that their subjective cognitive dysfunction worsened after taking their booster shot.
Thank you. No worries, we're good. Okay, so this would be our discussion slide. And so, so this would be our discussion slide. So the main question is, what does all of this mean? And so our most reported symptoms were brain fog and trouble speaking. However, we do think that this is directly linked to our sample population as it was very specific. Our sample population was college students. Therefore, we are in an academic setting, which includes studying or even trying to generally focus for long periods of time, as well as consistent verbal interaction with our peers and our professors. Therefore, we feel that these 2 symptoms were most reported because they were most easily identifiable. From the data we collected, we can't necessarily suggest that our participants had PCCD, as well as the fact that these symptoms have comorbidities with disorders that college students experience on the regular, which sheds more light on the fact of properly diagnosing PCCD and the difficulties that come with it.
Both PCCD and long COVID are public health issues that affect thousands of people. There are very few studies that assess the effects on developing minds for persons 25 and younger. This means that we have no idea what the impacts of COVID-19 are on adolescents and their neurological development. In future studies, which should, in our opinion, be conducted, there needs to be obviously a larger sample size and a way of assessing the severity of symptoms. For the simplicity of our survey, we only included questions we deemed to be most pertinent so as not to overwhelm our participants. Additional studies should also include a wider variety and diversity within sex and ethnicity, and should also have the survey be translated into several different languages. We know that COVID-19 disproportionately affects low-income and immigrant populations, so it's important to get these perspectives as well. With that being said, Jade and I hope that you all leave here today asking yourself, what has COVID-19 done to our brains, and more specifically, what has COVID-19 done to young minds? Thank you very much.